Hey guys, I was recently asked to talk about self-esteem. And while it's not exactly a money-making video idea, I still want to do it via self-esteem quotes. The more you love yourself, the less nonsense you'll tolerate. I mean, I guess that's true, kind of. But I think it's like the more you want to be happy, the less nonsense you'll tolerate because nonsense doesn't make us happy. Think like a queen. A queen is not afraid to fail. Failure is another stepping stone to greatness. I think the queen just blames it on her peons or whatever. And also, queens are evil dictators, so I don't know. You are either as beautiful or ugly as you believe you are. That's not even true. You define your beauty. That's not a power anyone can have over you. There's so many conflicting words there. I don't want to begin to unpack that one. It's not what you are that's holding you back. It's what you think you are not. Self-love is not selfish. You cannot truly love another till you know how to love yourself. I feel like I could really love Jim Carrey's movies without being in love with myself. I also think I could love another human being but not be a huge fan of myself because I'm thinking about them, not myself. It's very, Self-love is the greatest middle finger of all time. I thought success was. I think success is the greatest middle finger of all time. Self-love is more like just that tragic thing you do alone when you're on an adult website. It's not really a middle finger unless you're talking about what's down there. Nothing builds self-esteem and self-confidence like accomplishment, and that's a really good point. If you want to build your self-esteem, you gotta work on yourself a lot of times. You gotta try and do productive things with your life. Avoid focusing on what you cannot do. Instead, focus on what you can do, accomplish without expecting approval or recognition. Oh my god, that is so helpful. Everyone should stop trying to be PewDiePie. Stop it. Not all of us can be racist. It's a really high goal to set, but not all of us can do it. You alone are enough. You have nothing to prove to anyone. Vague. In some instances, we have a lot to prove. Like, for instance, if we're trying to sleep with someone, we have to prove that we don't have STDs. Self-love is not selfish. You cannot truly love another until... See, I just don't understand that quote. Loving someone else has pretty much nothing to do with yourself. Don't be afraid of being different. Be afraid of being the same as everyone else. Why? So you actually, I don't know, have friends? It's not what you are that holds you back, it's what you think you are not. We already did that one, but it still upsets me. Love yourself first and everything else falls into line. Really. So like a Jewish person in the concentration camp, they just started to love themselves and the Nazis were like, okay, we'll let you go, you love yourself. It's an extreme example, I know. But let's say like your boyfriend is cheating on you, right? And you like say, okay, I love myself. And he still cheats on you. And eventually, you know, what? Nothing. It didn't help anything. Self-esteem isn't the answer to all your problems, despite what the internet says. Be proud of who you are and not ashamed of how others see you. I think what they're trying to say is stop worrying about everyone else's opinions of you and just look in the mirror and decide for yourself who you are, which is good advice. If you're searching for that one person that will change your life, take a look in the mirror and stop being a parasite. That's what that one means. Be strong enough to stand alone, smart enough to know when you need help, and brave enough to ask for it. That doesn't seem to have a lot to do with self-esteem. Just be yourself. Let people see the real, imperfect, flawed, quirky, weird, beautiful, and magical person that you are. Yeah, I did that. I did that, and it didn't work out so well. This advice is for people who are basically carbon copies of everyone else, because the weird ones, they get shut down, and thrown in the garbage disposal. And there's a reason that you're seeing this meme, because people believe it so much that they spread it around because they're common. The actual weird ones are probably looking at this going, yeah, no. True confidence has no room for jealousy and envy. When you know you are great, you have no reason to hate. Oh, that is so true. That is so true. Like seriously, all those people who just like spend their days hating on other people, that is like a huge sign that you have a low self-esteem. Huge. I know this because I used to be that person with a low self-esteem who felt like he had to one-up everyone or act like he was better than everyone. And now I just make jokes. And I make jokes because I like laughing. It's really, really fun for me to make jokes. But when it came off as just anger, ugh. Gross. The strongest factor for success and self-esteem, believing you can do it, believing you deserve it, and believing you will get it. I mean, I guess, it's hard to argue with that. Self-esteem and self-love are the opposites of fear. The more you like yourself, the less you fear anything. I don't know, when I think about life, like the more I love life, the more I fear losing my life. Ruff, 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 ruff. Rough. My dogs are really smart. You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. See, I would go with that, I would support that if I didn't know that Hitler was still alive and watching my videos. I know you're out there, Hitler, and this one doesn't apply to you. Confidence is not, they will like me. Confidence is, I'll be fine if they don't, and it features a man jumping to his death. Okay. Self-esteem is the most fragile attribute in human nature. It can be damaged by very minor incidents, and its reconstruction is often difficult to engineer. Yeah, it's kind of like gaining weight and losing weight. It's really easy to gain weight, but it's really hard to lose weight because our bodies don't want to die of starvation, so they hold on to the excess while being very efficient at not burning calories. That was a bit of a tangent. Fall 7 times, stand up 8. So I guess, long story short, if you don't get anything out of this video, it's that we're all losers and we're all winners. We all have our strong points, we all have our weak points. I think it was Gandhi who said, if you try to have a fish climb a tree, it's gonna suck at it, but it's pretty goddamn good at swimming. So maybe we should focus on the things that we're good at and not the things that we're bad at. Like, I'm really good at pissing people off. But I'm also good at making myself laugh. So I'm gonna go on making myself laugh, and you guys go on doing whatever makes you happy. Understand that we're all good at something, and for some of us, we're really good at sucking. So if you really, really suck, get some knee pads and make it a living. I don't know, hopefully this video was helpful in some way. If not, at least we had a good conversation. Oh yeah, and boob squeeze, we're bringing that back. Ooh, my thumb popped. You popped my thumb. Assault.